Good morning, fourth grade. If you're watching this video, you are aware that I'm not there. While I'm talking here for just a minute, go ahead and get your whiteboards out because we're going to do some things together real quick before I set you free on your worksheets. The worksheets that you're going to do today are just a couple of division reviews of what we did yesterday. The only difference is there might be some remainders, but you guys are really good at spotting remainders, so I'm not really worried about it. I just want you to have another day of practice with this distributive property because it's going to benefit you so much to be able to do this distributive property throughout your math life. So that's my plan for today. I'm sorry that I can't be there. Gatlin, my baby Gatlin, has a fever, and so hopefully it'll just be one day and he'll be better and we'll be able to come back tomorrow. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out with a division problem. So I guess I can erase this. You have your whiteboards out? I can erase this? Okay. Trying my video in another different place of my house. This is my basement. Welcome to my basement, everyone. All right. 378 divided by 7. Everyone knows the first thing that we do is we list multiples. That's the first thing we do. The way we do that is we start with our divisor, and that's the number, that first number. So we have a 7, and then we just count up 7 from there. I hope this is the review and you guys are like totally understanding what I'm talking about. So 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, and 70. We only go to 10 and then we stop. So you don't have to try to figure out the multiples on your own right now during the video. Just write what I write. That way you keep up. I don't want anybody to get behind. So 378, now we have this. Now, when we do this, we normally use the digits to try to find a number, but there is no number. There's no, there's no 30, there's no 37, there's no 78. So we got to get as close as we can. So hopefully you see this 37 and you also see this 35. Do you see that? The 37, and you want to get close. So we're just trying to get close without going over to the 37. Is it 37? It's not 37, it's 370 because the 3 is in the hundreds place and the 7 is in the tens place. So we're going to put our plus sign because we're creating our own special expanded form, right? We're writing it in expanded form that we choose. 35 plus, what's left? What's left? 37 minus 35 is 2, and that's 2 tens because the 7 is in the tens place, right? And the 5. So that's 2 tens that are left, and how many ones are left? It's 8 ones that are left. What number is that? 2 tens, 8 ones is 28. So when you come over here to 28, we have 28 in our list. That is why we build this strong tower of knowledge so that we can fall back on that when we are working with trying to come up with numbers magically on our own. If you don't have that list made and you're trying to come up with numbers magically on your own, which is what you have to do in division, then it's a lot harder to know what numbers you can use, what numbers are going to work. So that's why we list those multiples, because it helps us. Strong tower of strength. Okay, 28. Here's our numbers. So we're going to do 35 divided by 7. 28 divided by 7. You tracking? You with me? Good. I hope some of you are saying yes. I'm not there, so I don't know, as you can see. So when we divide by 7, we go over here and we just count. Now all we have to do is count down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We count down. These are called what? Not partial products, because we said that for a long time. Product is multiplication. These are partial quotients. Partial quotients. And what do we do with them? Those of you in third block, second block, and first block, everybody knows. What do we do with them? We add them. Thank you, Adam Barnett. Appreciate your help. 4 equals 9. Is that right? Is that right? I've done something wrong here. You can see that this 35 plus 28 does not equal 378. It's early. I've been up a lot in the night, so I forgot. And this is not a horrible thing. You have to replace that. You have to hold that place. So we need a 0 here. We need a 0 here. Then we need to replace our 0 here. And then that changes this from 5 to 50. And the answer, not answer, the quotient is now 54. And we circle our number because we've got this big jumbled up mess of stuff. We're going to circle our number so your teacher knows your answer. Okay? How does that look? What do you think? Does it look okay? All right. Whoops. Let's do one more. Let's just do one more. All right. 496 divided by 8 equals, we don't know. That's what we're going to do. First thing you're going to do, list your multiples. 8, starting with 8 always. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. Don't try to figure these out on your own this time. Just go with me. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. Stopping at 80. All right. Now we're going to check and see if we have, I feel like I keep like coming back to you. I'm sorry. We're going to check and see and find out what we have. So 40. Well, we do have a 40. So let's just put a maybe here. 49. We have a 48. And the 96, we don't have that. So we have a lot of options here. We have a lot of different things we could do, which we talked about yesterday, I think in all 3 classes. You can come up with whatever your brain wants. It doesn't matter as long as it all adds up to 496. Now, the one thing I will tell you is yesterday, some of us were wanting to do like 40 plus 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 8. That's going to decrease your accuracy. That's not going to give you as much accuracy because it's going to give you a lot of room for error. Not writing down enough 40s, or what if you accidentally do 40 divided by 4 equals 4 12 times and then you're total, it just opens the door for a lot of problems. So you should keep your expanded form here that you write into, you should keep that down to like 2 or 3 numbers if you can. So here we go. I'm going to go with 40. I'm going to go with this 40 and I'm going to use this hundreds place, but it's not going to be 40. It's going to be 400 because I'm just going to go ahead and pull out all of those hundreds. That leaves me with 96. That leaves me with this 96 here. And so I need to find a way in my list to make 96 happen. It looks like there's a lot of different ways that we could do that. I can see 3 right now. So let's just pick one. I'm going to go the easy route. When I have a large number, I'm going to see if I can choose the 10 because that's the easiest. 80 divided by 8 is 10. That's easy. I think that I can do 80. And then up here I can do 16. I think these numbers are going to give me the easiest time of dividing. And so this is what I'm going to go for. 400 divided by 8, 80 divided by 8, and 16 divided by 8. So 400 divided by 8, I don't have my handy dandy bow magnet with me. I'll just use my big fat thumb. 400 divided by 8, we're going to cover up that 0. And we're going to turn that into a 40. And 40 divided by 8 is 5. We all know that. We know our 5s. And we're going to replace that 0 here. So that's a 50. And then 80 divided by 8 is 10. And 16 divided by 8 is 2. These things are our partial quotients. We're going to add them. Yeah?
Did you give him medicine?
Not yet.
You think you're crying?
Okay. We're going to do 50 plus 10 plus 2. Sorry, I have to go take care of my baby, so I'm going to wrap this up. 50 plus 10 plus 2 equals 62. And so we're going to put our answer up here, and we're going to circle it. Okay? Now, on the sheet that you get today, I think that you might have some remainder action going on there. So I wanted to talk about that really briefly. And I thought that if I just change the number on here, that would be the easiest way to do it. So we already have we're going to do 495 divided by 8. And if I'm going too fast and you can't follow along on your whiteboard, that's okay. I just want you to be listening. So the 8s are already listed here, and we have our 495. I'm going to still go out. I'm going to still pull out the 400. I'm going to still pull out the 80. But if I pull out that 16, I'm going to be too much. So I've got 480. I only have 15 left. Now, I only have 15 left. See that? 400 is out. 8 10s are out. So that leaves me with 1 10 and 5 1s. That's 15. This is a 16. I can't use that because it's too high. I can use the 8. I can use the 8. So 400 divided by 8. 80 divided by 8. And 8 divided by 8. Now, how many am I off? 488. 488. 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. I'm off by 7. I'm off by 7. So I know, I'm just going to go ahead and write my remainder down here. I know my remainder is 7 because I couldn't hit that 16 because it would have gone over. And so I had to hit the 8. And so I know I'm off by 7. So my remainder is going to be 7. So 400 divided by 8, we're going to cover up that 0. So 40. That's a 5. We're going to replace our 0. 80 divided by 8 is 10, and 8 divided by 8 is 1. Add these things up. 61. Now, don't forget this guy. 61, remainder 7. Don't forget your remainder. Oh, you didn't see that, sorry. That's down here where I added my partial quotients. I didn't realize I was off camera, I'm sorry. All right, that's what I have for you guys today. I'm going to have some worksheets for you to pass out. And don't stress about this day. Do your best. Do your best. Don't stress, okay? Have a great day. I love you guys, and I hope I will see you tomorrow.